Every morning, you wake with dreams blazing in your soul, a fire of ambition ready to light up the world. But by night, too often, those flames are smothered under exhaustion, distraction, and regret. What if the greatest threat to your future isn't a single catastrophic failure, but the quiet daily choices you barely notice? These silent destroyers, habits that creep into your routine, siphoning your time, draining your focus, and eroding your potential, are hiding in plain sight. Once you see them for what they are, you can't unsee them. And once you break them, your life will never be the same. If you're tired of running in circles, feeling stuck in a loop of unfulfilled potential, today is where that cycle ends. Let's uncover these hidden habits, expose their damage, and arm you with the tools to shatter them for good, building a life that matches the greatness within you. First, stop procrastinating. Procrastination isn't just a harmless pause. It's a cunning thief that steals your destiny. Every time you push aside a task saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," you're not just delaying action. You're draining your potential. Drop by precious drop. It's not a mere postponement. It's a surrender of possibility. Time is relentless. It doesn't wait, forgive, or return. Minutes cascade into hours, hours into days, and before you know it, years have slipped by with your ambition still gathering dust in the wings. The cost isn't just lost time, it's the compounding weight of dreams left unrealized, opportunities missed, and the person you could have become fading into the shadows. Consider the architects of history, those who built empires, pioneered industries, and left lasting legacies. They didn't wait for the stars to align or for perfect conditions to materialize. They forged their own path with whatever they had, turning limitations into launching pads. Take Thomas Edison, who didn't sit idly hoping for inspiration to strike like a bolt of lightning. He worked tirelessly, testing thousands of materials to find the filament that would illuminate the world. His laboratory wasn't a place of sporadic genius, but a crucible of daily determined effort. If you keep postponing the actions that could make you great, you'll wake one day surrounded not by achievements, but by regrets, the haunting awareness of what might have been. The antidote to procrastination is action, pure and simple. Not endless planning, not waiting for motivation to sweep you off your feet, but starting right now, however messy or imperfect. Momentum builds from motion. What seems like an unclimbable mountain from a distance becomes a series of manageable steps once you take the first one. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and their reality. It's not about superhuman willpower, but about creating systems that make progress inevitable, breaking tasks into smaller, actionable pieces, minimizing distractions, and building accountability. Deep down, beneath the excuses and rationalizations, you already know what needs to be done. Your intuition has mapped the next step. The challenge is mustering the courage to face temporary discomfort and act. You don't need more time, you need more courage. Start before you feel ready, and you'll distinguish yourself from the ordinary. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It rewards those who begin. Choose action today and watch as doors that seemed locked swing wide open. Second, stop fearing failure. What if I told you that every person you admire, every trailblazer, innovator, or leader has failed more times than you've even dared to try? The fear of failure builds a mental prison, brick by brick, with every what-if of doubt, every echo of past setbacks, every worry about looking foolish in the eyes of others. But the door to that prison is unlocked. You hold the key. Failure isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. The world doesn't tally how many times you fell. It celebrates the moment you rose and kept standing. History's pages aren't filled with the stumbles of great figures, but with their breakthroughs and triumphs. Abraham Lincoln faced defeat after defeat, lost elections, failed businesses, personal tragedies, and battles with depression. Yet he became one of history's most revered leaders. Why? Because failure didn't paralyze him, it propelled him. He saw setbacks not as dead ends, but as detours guiding him toward his purpose. Thomas Edison, when questioned about his thousands of failed attempts to create the light bulb, famously said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each misstep was a clue, narrowing the path to the solution that changed the world. When you fear failure, you hesitate, and hesitation is deadly. It freezes your progress, poisons your passion, and dulls your instinct to create, explore, and grow. The energy that should drive you forward instead traps you in a cycle of overthinking and inaction. Failure is not the end. It's data, feedback, a redirection. Entrepreneurs learn which strategies don't connect with the market. Artists discover techniques that better express their vision. Scientists uncover hypotheses that don't hold up. Each setback, paid for with the currency of effort, builds the foundation for future success. If your dream is worth pursuing, it's worth failing for. The size of your aspiration should outweigh the sting of any setback. Risk is the price of meaningful achievement, and risk always carries the possibility of failure. By embracing this truth, you free yourself from the paralysis of perfectionism. Like a child learning to walk, you'll fall countless times, but those tumbles aren't failures. They're steps toward mastery. Carry this wisdom into your pursuits. Each stumble strengthens your resilience, sharpens your skills, and builds the mental toughness needed for lasting success.
When fear whispers, "What if you fail?" Smile and respond, "Then I'll learn, adjust, and come back stronger." This shift transforms failure from a burden into ballast, grounding you in purpose while freeing you to chase your highest ambitions.
Third, silence negative self-talk. You're always listening to yourself, even in the quiet of your mind. The question is, what are you saying? The words you speak to yourself, even silently, write the script of your destiny. If you keep telling yourself you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable, you'll eventually stop trying. If you dwell on your weaknesses, they'll grow larger in your mind, while your strengths fade into the background. Your mind is a garden, and every thought is a seed. Are you planting weeds that choke your potential, or flowers that bloom into possibility? Your thoughts aren't passive. They actively shape your reality. Change your inner conversation, and you'll transform your outer world. Self-belief isn't arrogance, it's a responsibility. If you don't believe in your dream, why should anyone else? Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate who rose from poverty to build an empire, said, "As a man thinks, so he becomes." This wasn't just philosophy, it was practical wisdom. Your internal narrative shapes how you perceive challenges, opportunities, and even yourself. A setback can be a stepping stone or a stopping point, depending on the story you tell yourself. Swap "I can't" for "I'll figure it out." Replace "I always fail" with "I'm still learning." These aren't empty affirmations. They're recalibrations of your mental framework, redirecting your focus from limitation to possibility. Dreams die not because they're impossible, but because people convince themselves they are. Your potential isn't capped by your circumstances, but by how you think about them. Breaking this habit takes vigilance. Negative self-talk often runs on autopilot, built over years of repetition. Catch it in the act, pause, and redirect. This isn't about denying reality, but choosing which parts of reality to emphasize. Great achievers face the same doubts as everyone else, but they refuse to let those doubts write a story of defeat. Instead, they craft a narrative of possibility and persistence. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's real. Tell yourself something's impossible, and your mind will find evidence to back it up. Affirm your capability, and it'll uncover paths to make it true. Guard your mental garden fiercely. Nurture seeds of progress and possibility, because the most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you're having with yourself right now. Fourth, ditch toxic influences. Take a hard look at the people around you. Are they fueling your growth or feeding your doubts? Are they lifting you higher or dragging you down? As the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. But what if your circle is rusting you instead? Many dreams have died not from lack of talent, but from the wrong company. Henry Ford faced mockery for his early ideas, but he wisely surrounded himself with those who believed in his vision and his ability to make it real. That belief became rocket fuel. If your conversations are filled with gossip, complaints, or limiting beliefs, you're drinking poison daily. But if they're about ideas, growth, and action, you're nourishing your soul. Pay attention to how you feel after interactions. Some leave you buzzing with energy, brimming with ideas and motivation. Others leave you drained, doubting your path, or second-guessing your worth. This isn't random. It's the power of your environment at work. Research shows you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their habits, mindsets, and courage, or lack thereof, seep into your life. Outgrowing people doesn't mean hating them. It means prioritizing your potential. You can't rise while tethered to what holds you down. Every great achiever has faced this crossroads, choosing loyalty to their growth over loyalty to stagnant relationships. This isn't about cutting people off coldly. It's about intentionally investing more time with those who challenge and inspire you while gently creating distance from those who don't. Have tough conversations about your needs and boundaries. Choose your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. The energy around you shapes the energy within you. Seek out those who've achieved what you aspire to, or communities where excellence is the standard, not the exception. Pruning relationships, though painful, sparks growth. By curating your circle, you're not being selfish. You're ensuring you can give your greatest gifts to the world. The right people don't just support your dreams. They expand them, reflecting back a bolder, braver version of you. Fifth, stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the fastest way to kill your joy and derail your progress. Your path is uniquely yours. No one starts with the same resources, wounds, or calling. Theodore Roosevelt hit the nail on the head. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you measure your success against someone else's pace, you take your eyes off your own mission. Picture a racehorse glancing at the lanes beside it. It slows, stumbles, and falls behind. Winners keep their eyes forward, and you must too. Social media's highlight reels create a warped reality where everyone seems to be thriving except you. But every success story hides chapters of doubt, rejection, and perseverance. The overnight success was years in the making. The perfect relationship weathered storms you'll never see. The dream career rose from failures that didn't make the feed. Your journey has its own timing, like flowers blooming in their season. You wouldn't scold a rose for not blooming in January, so don't judge your own unfolding. Celebrate your progress, not someone else's perfection. The only person you need to surpass is who you were yesterday. Small, consistent improvements compound into massive wins. When comparison creeps in, redirect your focus. Ask, what can I celebrate about my journey today? What strength have I gained? What small victory deserves recognition? Your life is your canvas. Don't ruin it by tracing someone else's sketch. The world needs your authentic expression, not a copy of another's path. Focusing inward ignites your unique excellence, uncovering strengths and possibilities that wouldn't emerge if you were busy mimicking others. Keep your eyes on your path, your heart in your purpose, and your steps aligned with your vision. That's how you win, not by chasing someone else's race, but by mastering your own. Sixth, stop overcommitting. Overcommitting is a silent saboteur of productivity and peace. Saying yes to every request or opportunity dilutes your impact and pushes you toward burnout. Your time and energy are finite treasures. Overloading your schedule compromises not just the quality of your work, but your well-being. Picture an entrepreneur eager to please clients, taking on more projects than they can handle. Deadlines slip, quality suffers, and their reputation takes a hit. What started as ambition morphs into overwhelm and failure. This pattern repeats everywhere. The employee volunteering for every committee, the parent signing up for every school event, the friend who never says no to an invitation. They spread themselves so thin that joy evaporates and results falter. Saying no isn't rejecting opportunities. It's affirming your priorities. Each commitment is an investment of your most precious resource, time, which you can't reclaim once spent. Before saying yes, pause and ask, does this align with my core values and goals? Can I fulfill it without sacrificing quality or health? If the answer is no, decline respectfully but firmly. A simple, I appreciate the offer, but I can't take this on right now is enough. Most people respect clear boundaries more than half-hearted agreement. Protect your non-negotiables, health, relationships, core responsibilities, like a boat's weight limit. Overload it and you sink. The most successful people don't do the most. They focus on what matters most. Saying no opens the door to meaningful yeses, letting you engage fully with what aligns with your purpose. In a world that glorifies busyness, choosing focus is a radical act of self-respect. By setting boundaries, you safeguard your energy for endeavors that truly matter, ensuring you deliver excellence without burning out. Master the art of saying no, and you reclaim control of your time, your energy, and your life's direction. Seventh, let go of the past. The past is a place to visit for lessons, not to live in. Dwelling on old mistakes or missed opportunities anchors you to moments that no longer serve you. Thomas Edison didn't fixate on his thousands of failed prototypes. He saw them as stepping stones to the light bulb. I haven't failed, he said. I found 10,000 ways that won't work. Each attempt was data, not defeat. Your past holds wisdom, not chains. Ask, what can I learn from this? How does it prepare me for what's next? Rumination breeds anxiety and steals energy from building your future. Acknowledge past pain, extract its lessons, and shift your gaze forward. Practice present moment awareness. Immerse yourself in the now, whether it's a task, a conversation, or a moment of rest. When old regrets surface, acknowledge them briefly, then return to the present. Writing about past experiences can help process them, then symbolically close that chapter. Your brain is adaptable. New thoughts and actions forge new neural paths. Yesterday's patterns don't have to dictate tomorrow's possibilities. Each day is a fresh canvas. Paint it with purpose, not regret. By treating the past as a teacher, not a home, you step into the present, where real change and growth happen. Eighth, prioritize your health. Your body is the vessel that carries your dreams. Neglecting it is like setting sail in a leaky ship. Skipping meals, sleep, or exercise for deadlines undermines your long-term success. Health isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of achievement. Exercise doesn't just build muscle, it sharpens your mind, boosts creativity, and regulates emotions. Nutrition fuels your energy and brain power. Sleep consolidates learning, restores your body, and balances hormones that drive motivation and focus. Peak performance comes from balancing effort with rest, not grinding endlessly. Schedule movement like it's a critical meeting. Walk, stretch, or hit the gym. Prep meals that energize rather than drain you. Stick to consistent sleep patterns to honor your body's need for restoration. Small habits, consistently applied, yield massive results. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. A healthy body handles stress better, recovers faster, and thinks clearer. Your body isn't just a vessel, it's you. Honor its needs as seriously as your goals. Treat it like the ally it is, and it'll carry you toward your greatest aspirations with strength and resilience. Ninth, embrace change. Change is life's only constant, and resisting it is like fighting the tide, a losing battle. Clinging to comfort or fear blocks the possibilities waiting beyond the horizon. The 1960s taught us this. Civil rights, women's liberation, and technological leaps like computers and jet travel weren't threats, but catalysts for progress. Like President Kennedy's call to reach the moon, bold visions thrive on embracing the unknown. Adaptability is your superpower in a world of rapid transformation. View change as a doorway to growth, not a danger to avoid. Let go of outdated habits and explore new frontiers, like Jacques Cousteau diving into the ocean's depths, or astronauts breaking free of Earth's atmosphere. Not all change is good. Discern wisely, as the Cold War's tensions reminded us, but approach it with curiosity. Bob Dylan faced jeers for going electric, yet his adaptability redefined music. Nature favors the adaptable, not the strongest or smartest. Make peace with impermanence, and change becomes your ally, guiding you to destinations beyond what you could have planned. 10th, cultivate gratitude. Ungratefulness blinds you to the abundance already in your life, fostering discontent that clouds your vision. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good habit, it's a transformative lens. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, from what's broken to what's whole. Studies show gratitude boosts mental health, strengthens resilience, and even improves physical well-being. It's not about ignoring challenges, but choosing to see the gifts woven into them. Start small. Each day, note 3 things you're thankful for: a kind word, a moment of progress, the warmth of sunlight. Reflect on how far you've come, not just how far you have to go. Gratitude grounds you in the present while fueling hope for the future. It's a quiet rebellion against a culture obsessed with more, reminding you that you already have enough to begin. By appreciating what's in your hands, you unlock the clarity and energy to pursue what's in your heart. 11th, stop seeking perfection. Perfectionism is a trap disguised as a virtue. It keeps you stuck, waiting for flawless conditions that never arrive. The pursuit of perfection paralyzes progress as you tweak endlessly instead of acting. No masterpiece was born perfect. Every book, invention, or artwork started as a rough draft, refined through effort and iteration. The Mona Lisa wasn't painted in a single stroke. It evolved through Leonardo's persistent brushwork. Embrace good enough as a starting point. Done is better than perfect. Launch the project, write the first page, take the first step, then improve as you go. Perfectionism often masks fear of criticism, failure, or not measuring up. But the world doesn't demand perfection. It rewards effort and growth. Every successful person you admire released imperfect work, learned from feedback, and kept going. Let go of the need to be flawless, and you'll free yourself to create, innovate, and grow. Progress, not perfection, is the path to greatness. 12th, build consistent routines. Success isn't a lightning strike. It's the result of small, intentional habits compounded over time. Routines are the scaffolding of achievement, turning chaotic ambition into steady progress. Without them, you're at the mercy of whims, distractions, and fleeting motivation. A consistent routine anchors your day, ensuring you show up for your goals even when inspiration wanes. Start by identifying your keystone habits, small actions that trigger positive ripples. A morning routine of journaling, stretching, or planning your day can set a powerful tone. Schedule your priorities first, not last, and treat them as non-negotiable. Consistency doesn't mean rigidity. Adapt your routines as life evolves, but keep their core intact. Michael Phelps didn't win 23 Olympic gold medals by training sporadically. He built his life around disciplined routines. Your habits shape your future. Build ones that align with your dreams, and they'll carry you closer each day. These 12 habits: procrastination, fear of failure, negative self-talk, toxic influences, comparison, overcommitting, dwelling on the past, neglecting health, resisting change, ungratefulness, perfectionism, and inconsistent routines are silent destroyers of your potential, but you hold the power to break them. Start today. Act despite fear. Speak possibility into your life. Surround yourself with greatness. Focus on your unique path. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Learn from yesterday, care for your body, embrace the unknown, practice gratitude, release perfection, and build routines that last. Your potential isn't waiting in some distant future. It's alive in the choices you make right now. Seize this moment and create a life that reflects the extraordinary person you were born to be.